Hello everyone, I'm RiverFox and welcome back to the channel. Now I do apologise, I've not really been putting much content out on the channel over the last couple of weeks. What with the Ventures and grinding out Season 1 and now Season 2 of the Ventures. It has taken up so much of my time that I've just not had the time to be able to sit down and make some videos for you. So I've finally managed to get through and get those ventures completed for this season. I am now done and finished, and no more. I'm not doing any more of the ventures. It just takes way too much time. But that is all done and out the way, which means today's video is my 900 days logged in. Now, technically it is 914 days because I've been so far behind, but without further ado, we are going to get rid of the webcam now, and this is everything that I have earned and gained in Fortnite Save the World in 900 days. Okay, so first of all, we just quickly go through my quest log. Now, I've still got some of my Twine missions to do, but as before, they literally are just do 3 of these and 2 of those, so nothing fancy on there. I've still got some weekly challenges left to complete, nothing there. War games, I don't really play the war games, so I haven't done any of those. I haven't done any of the dungeons this season either because I pretty much completed most of it last season apart from the banners, so nothing in there. Repeatable quest, that's fine. Side quests, the only side quest that I do have left to complete, which I just haven't been able to sit down and grind it out for 2.5 hours at a time, is my Twine Peaks Endurance.
So much later that the old narrator got tired of waiting and they had to hire a new one.
That is the only one that I've got left. I've completed all of the other endurances. They are done. Challenge wise, I'm almost there on my builder and my rescue survivors. I'm almost there on those, and my world explorer, to be honest. I've not really got that far with play well with others. That one at some point I will need to sit down and do.
No, God! No, God, please, no! No! No!
But that is those. So that is my quest log. Now, although this is mainly a BR thing, I will very quickly go through some of my locker. I'm not going to go through every single one of them, but just give you a quick insight of some of the skins and things that I have got. I've managed to get some of the season of BR done this season, so I've got some of the skins and things there, but nothing too fancy. And I'll just quickly sort of scroll through some of these as well. There's nothing major fancy in here. Just I tend to buy things when I like them and when they come up. Same for the pickaxes. We've got quite a few different pickaxes here as well. I'm just going to quickly, briefly scroll through these. We're not going to go through everything. And the same for the emotes. So we do have quite a lot of emotes and everything on here. So nothing too major, nothing fancy on those. And I don't like.
Can you just email me the rest of this story?
But into heroes. So I have got majority of heroes. There are, I think, 1 or 2 which I don't have, and even 1 or 2 which I've not even leveled up as of yet. But majority I've got as 130s. I've got a couple which are still 106s, which I did level up and never really got much further. At some point I will get around to going through these and upgrading these ones as well. If you do want to see any of my sort of favorite loadouts, I'm going to pop some links in the description down below. They will show you some of my favorite loadouts which I use quite frequently. So that is my heroes. Now for the hero loadouts, I will just briefly go through these. I'm not going to go through each and every one of them, otherwise video does tend to end up being very long. But I do use my Going Commando and Commando Spitfire. I do use that a fair bit in some missions. The power-based Nox loadout, that is the one that I will use whenever I'm doing any jail building or any stall building. My Fossil Selfie, that is pretty much my farming loadout. That's the one I will always use whenever I'm doing any farming. We have Fragment Flurry Jess. I did use that a little bit in the Ventures, but in the earlier missions anyway, but I ended up going over to my usual loadout and sticking with that. Machinist Harper, that is my damage base. So although I've got the Nox then for a non-damage for the retrieve the datas and jail building, I do have Machinist Harper, which is a full damage base hero, and that is a pretty decent loadout to use for any damage base. Swamp Knight, of course, one of my favourites. I do use him sometimes, especially in dungeons and other missions like that. My next one is Dragon Scorch, which again I don't use too often, but I did use it a little bit in the Ventures. It does help out, especially with the Endless Shadow. My absolute favourite, and the one that I have leveled up with all of my Ventures vouchers, is the Stoneheart Farah. This is the loadout that I will use constantly. It is my top hero that I use, especially with the Xenon bow, which we will get into shortly. The next one I have then is Lynx Cassandra. That is mainly set up for the MSK whenever I run that. So that is my current hero loadout. Defenders, I mean, the only real defenders mainly that I've got are normally sniper ones, because they will give them Neon Sniper, which I always give to the defenders, box them all in, and they're nice and safe in there. They're pretty much the only defenders I've leveled up as to now. Expeditions, don't really need to go into those views, no expedition set at the moment. My survivor squads, I'll quickly go through my actual squads. And one thing to note on here for anybody who does actually go through the Ventures and get all of the survivor vouchers, do make sure that don't do what I did.
Are you crazy?
Make sure that you level up all of your mythic lead survivors first. Don't level up your mythic survivors like I did.
My God! Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm. What's the procedure, everyone? What's the procedure?
Because it will prevent you from getting to 133. Noob error of the day. But nonetheless, these are my squads. I'm going to need to do a little bit of the next season of Ventures just to be able to get these rest of these mythic leads leveled up, and then at least I'll be able to get to 133. But in all fairness, you don't need to worry too much about it, because it doesn't make a huge amount of difference when you are in missions. I've done quite a lot of high power level missions now, and even the new 160 missions, when you don't have any of your survivors leveled up any further than the usual 131, then you can still do just as good in those as if you did level them up. So it's not a huge necessity anyway. But it's just a number. It's just a 131 or 133. It is just a number at the end of the day. So that is my survivor squads. I've got quite a lot of trap durability and trap damage in them, which I'm trying to get pretty much all trap durability and trap damage survivors set up, which is why I do have a lot here which are sort of leveled up but not in use at the moment, because I don't have any matching ones for them. Quite a few mythics as well, which will eventually go into the collection book, but I'm just holding on to them for now. And I've also saved as well quite a lot of the epic ones here. Although you won't get as good a health and as good a shield bonus using epic ones, if you are going to be doing endurance, then you're not really going to need health and shield that much. especially if you want to do it AFK, then you just need the trap damage and the trap durability, and that will ensure then that you're going to get the most that you can out of trap durability. So that is my survivors upgrades. They're all upgraded. Everything is upgraded in there. That is max. Same for my research. That is all maxed out as well. Now a quick and brief look then in on the profile. That is, you know, I am max level 310. I have been for quite some time, so all my teammate boosts and XP boosts, they generally don't get used anymore anyway, but that is my profile. So the next ones that we have then is going to be my schematics and things like that. So my general schematics, I of course have my Zenon bow maxed out now to the new max of 144, which it is absolutely phenomenal with the Stoneheart Pharaoh loadout. You're simply the best! Zenon bow can quite easily out damage anyone in missions who are spamming traps and filling up traps everywhere. I have done so many missions where literally I'm just running around with my Stoneheart Pharaoh and Zenon bow, and it can out damage majority of missions. So absolutely love that loadout. Of course I do have my mythic weapons here as well. I think I'm 2 weapons away from having a full set in the collection book as well, so that's no problem. That will be finished off before too long. My weapons and traps that I've got here, these are all the ones that are all set as my 130s, which I do frequently use, not all of the time, but I will use these quite a bit. And the Ghost Pistol is a pretty decent pistol as well. So these are my 130 ones. I'm not going to go through each and every one of them. Quite a lot I have already done videos and reviews on, so you can probably check those out in the description down below. So this is all of my 131s. Let's get down here. The only reason my 6 feet under isn't fully leveled up is that is literally only was used for the speed boost, the movement speed. Now if you can get a Baron, then it's better to have that. I do have one which is in the collection book, and I've had one in my backpack for the last 1.5 years, and all I ever use it for is literally just the movement speed. So I've never had to craft any additional ones, and that's why the 6 feet under is still a epic level 46. I've got my stop axe. Did do a video on that before. Amazingly good damage for a level 29 grey stop axe. Do check that out. Absolutely awesome video. And these are my other ones that I've got, 130s, and then pretty much we go down to the 106s, which are ones that I did use but never really used that much.
I like that boulder. That is a nice boulder.
So they never ended up getting leveled up any further. And then we're down on to all of the other ones, which I'm keeping until such times as I decide whether I'm going to need any of them or not. Once I get testing them all out, then I'll be able to determine really whether I'm going to use them. If not, they will all get recycled for manuals, and yes, that's all of those. So I won't go through each and every one of them. You can see all of them there. So that is all my schematics. Now in the backpack, not too much in here. A couple of weapons. I've been given a 144 Nocturno. The only weapon I do wish I could have managed to get was the Nocturno, but never managed to get that before that disappeared, unfortunately. I did get the Founder's Drum Roll. Don't rate that as well. It's an okay weapon, but has such a bad recoil on it. It's not something I'm really going to ever use, to be honest. So that's the backpack. That is my melee weapons, my traps, couple of low level ones in there, need to be recycled actually. And my ingredients, nothing too fancy in here, nothing overboard. So that is the backpack. Storage wise, I've got quite a lot in storage. All stuff that I will at some point use. I'm absolutely desperate for batteries, as is always the case, but that is my storage anyway. Resources, now I've got my core reperks from the ventures, my hero recruitment vouchers. I've got 4 more hero superchargers, which I'm not sure yet which hero I'm going to level up with that. I've also got legendary flux, plenty of that, plenty of perk ups. I got my trap superchargers. Now I haven't leveled any of my traps up further yet, because again I'm not sure which one I'm going to upgrade with those, so I'll leave them in there for now. And I got weapon vouchers in there as well, which I don't even know what I need from the collection book to be able to use those at all. And 1 more weapon supercharger, which is spare, and I'll probably leave that until we get some more to go with it. So that is all of my resources and everything in there. Nothing too fancy, but that is my resources.
I'm flying. Jack.
Now, if you are new to Fortnite Save the World, then check out these videos over here in this playlist. This will be the Stonewood questline, which will help you through your initial journey in Fortnite Save the World. But if you have been playing for quite some time, then do check out this video over here. And this is my Twine Peaks No Trap Challenge. So I hope you do enjoy, but until the next time, I hope you have a lovely day. And stay safe, my friends.